Page 62. 10. Writing.
The Daily Reading Journal.
We tend to think of remote controls as new devices. However, what we now take for granted at home or at work has been developed over a very long time. One of the earliest examples of remote control was developed in 1898 by Nikola Tesla, who demonstrated a radio-controlled boat to the public during an electrical exhibition at Madison Square Garden. In 1903, Leonardo Torres Quevedo presented the Telekino at the Paris Academy of Science. It consisted of a robot that executed commands transmitted by electromagnetic waves and was a pioneer in the field of remote control. The first remote-controlled model airplane flew in 1932, and by the late 1930s, several radio manufacturers offered remote controls for some of their more exclusive models. The first television remote control was developed in 1950. It was called Lazybones and was connected to the television set by a wire. A wireless and then an ultrasound remote control were developed in the mid-50s, but neither was reliable. More sophisticated television remote controls were introduced in the late 70s, but they had a limited number of functions, sometimes as few as 3. Next channel, previous channel, and volume off. Remote controls with a wider range of functions were finally launched in the 80s and became an immediate success. For the first time, viewers no longer watched programs just because they did not want to get up to change the channel. They could also channel surf during commercials or turn the sound off. By the early 2000s, the number of remote controls increased, along with the number of electronic devices. Consumers needed a remote for each device. This led to the development of universal remote controls that can be used with different devices. Imagine controlling everything around you with the touch of a button on one single remote control. Is it wonderful or scary?